Purpose always precedes planning. So your financial planning should always be preceded by the purpose. And the weight of your purpose also plays a role in this. In terms of, we normally measure the weight of purpose in terms of depth. So the depth of your purpose will influence your eagerness, your desire, your passion to plan for your finance. If your goal is not strong enough, the likelihood is you're going to mismanage what you earn, because there is no purpose that causes you to make sure that you spend a lot of energy in finding ways to drive towards it. Hello and welcome to Expansion Revolution Nuggets. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm so excited in discussing some of these things that I believe they can help your life expand to the limits that God has set for you, because you don't have to settle for anything that is not God ordained. And the will of God is that we should be able to acquire and become better and do more and own more. So today we are dealing with, remember, we're still discussing our main principle on the principles of budgeting. I'm just about to start the technical principles of budgeting, but I'm laying this background because I think it's important. So I'm introducing another principle today, which is called this principle of financial purpose. It is important for us to understand that in budgeting, purpose precedes planning. That is very important. So the financial purpose precedes the financial planning. Financial purpose precedes financial planning. What does that mean? It means your reason of why you want to plan your money should always be preceded by the purpose of which you want to attain through that planning. Why do you want to budget? That's the question that we are dealing with. Why do you want to manage your money well? Why do you want to do more with the little that you are earning? Yes, because there is a principle that says little well managed can do more than much mismanaged. So sometimes it is not an issue of the amount that you have access to. It's an issue of how do you manage the little that you have, and you manage towards attaining a certain purpose. That's why I want to show you this nuggets that says purpose always precedes planning. So your financial planning should always be preceded by the purpose. And the weight of your purpose also plays a role in this. In terms of, we normally measure the weight of purpose in terms of depth. So the depth of your purpose will influence your eagerness, your desire, your passion to plan for your finance. Now, normally when you have a weak purpose, you will be reluctant to sacrifice the energy towards moving towards planning for what you want to attain. So it is important for you to have a stronger purpose. Now, what is a stronger purpose? It is a purpose that is able to wake you up in the night. That dream, that desire, that achievement that you want to attain, that it will wake up in the night and push you towards what you want to do. So here's what I'm saying. Majority of us, the reason why we are failing to plan our money and to do budgets, which is a documented strategy of how your money will be managed, is because we have what? A weak purpose that does not require budgeting for it to be attained. I mean, if you are just living and all that you are doing is you are earning and your earning goes towards what you consume and what you eat, then you don't have the pressure to manage your money well, because you don't have big dreams. There's nothing too big that you want to do. So the little that you are earning, you just take it and consume it, and you don't have any accountability to anyone regarding what you need to do, even to yourself. So you need a stronger purpose, because a stronger purpose will put pressure on you to manage your money towards the achievement of the dreams and the desires that you have. So stronger purpose is that desire, is that inclination that will mobilize you towards moving much more far. A lot of people struggle because they have a weak purpose, and a weak purpose cannot help you, because when you are running a weak purpose, you never even consider where your money goes and how you are using your money on. You are just comfortable. So here's my conclusion on this, is that The main question behind why people are not budgeting and why budgeting is important is, what is your financial goal? What do you want to achieve through budgeting? Because that is what will help you to attain, to go an extra mile, to sit down, plan your money, seek at various ways in which you can increase your income streams. And that's it, because sometimes when you sit down to plan, and I think I'll talk about that in some videos that we're going to shoot, to talk about how you can use your budget to create extra income streams. Because suddenly, as you sit down to begin to plan for your money, you recognize that it is not enough, and therefore you need to sit down and plan ways in which you can increase this income stream so that you can have a budget that can speak to your purpose and speak to your goal. My question today for you is, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to become? What is that goal? What do you want to do? Do you want to build a house for your children and for yourself? Do you want to buy a car? Do you want to go to raise money so that you can go to college? What do you want to do? Why do you want to budget money in such a way that it can work for you and take you far? If your goal is not strong enough, the likelihood is you're going to mismanage what you earn, because there is no purpose that causes you to make sure that you spend a lot of energy in finding ways to drive towards it. And that purpose is normally fed by your dream. So I can extend this to make you recognize how purpose and dream are aligned in this. Do you have a specific vision that you want to drive that requires money from you? And that dream makes you to manage money well, because it is important for you to drive towards that dream through budgeting, planning what you want to get out of your money. Majority of the people go to work and they are happy with paying rent, buying food, and that's all. Now, if you just settle for that, you're settling for less, and you will to force yourself to go an extra mile to manage your money well and to seek ways in which you can generate extra income. The principle of budgeting that talks about financial purpose help us to recognize that financial purpose should always precede financial planning. You would not have the pressure to plan for anything if you don't have anything. The purpose directs you towards financial planning. Thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure that before you leave, you share this podcast, and make sure that you also click the like button and subscribe for this podcast. Otherwise, we appreciate you learning from us, and we believe that as we empower you to make your life better, God will take much more pleasure and you will enjoy your life to the glory of God. Let's see you next time.